What is good, y'all? Sean the Spool Game Man back with yet another reaction video, baby. And today we are back with another death battle. As today we got Lex Luthor versus Dr. Doom, DC versus Marvel yet again, and you already know I'm with Team Marvel. So give me Dr. Doom, bro. But let me know down below what you guys are rocking with, man. Who you guys think is gonna win this? Of course, we give our pre-analytics predictions, we give our post-analytics pre-fight predictions, and then we have our dubs and L's in the chat, whether you got it right or wrong. So if you guys are enjoying the death battles, man, please show a little bit of love and support, man. Interact with me down in the comment section down below. We can talk about the stuff in the video, future death battles we might want to see, and you can just request any other death battles that I haven't already seen down below too, as well as like and subscribe if you guys want to join the family to know more about our reactions that we have coming out, more death battle reactions, or just more music and other types of video reactions that we have here on the channel. So with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump straight into it. I don't have really too much to say because y'all already know I'm Team Marvel, but I don't know too much about either of these characters. So I'll be watching the background information. Of course, link to the full video will be down below in the description because I will cut that part out for you guys, and we'll just watch the analytics here. Let's get it.
Lex Luthor, CEO of LexCorp and nemesis to Superman.
And Dr. Doom, King of Latveria and Doom of the Fantastic Four.
The intellect of these two evildoers is unmatched in their own worlds.
But what happens when the geniuses of these spiteful nerds collide? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
This bad boy comes equipped with loads of goodies. A force field, electroblasts, missiles, a chest laser, and wrist blades for all your Batman shanking needs.
Lex has utilized many different energy sources for his suits, but his newest and greatest is the Mother Box, a nigh inexhaustible piece of new god technology with which Lex can create energy beams, repair his suit, and teleport via quantum folding.
The suit can survive a planet exploding and lets old Lex go toe-to-toe with Superman himself.
Well, it is questionable if his suit is directly comparable to Superman going all out, especially with his reliance on kryptonite. But Lex has used it to fight with other DC powerhouses.
Like this orange bug man, Larfleeze, who's basically a one-man Lantern Corps. You know, that band of green boot stompers who can cross the universe in under an hour.
Knowing DC has a universe at least 100 trillion light years across, this would require a speed over 5 quintillion times the speed of light.
Or how about the time Green Lantern Kyle Rayner held back the Big Frickin' Bang?
Much of Lex's tech is relegated to the war suit, but he does have on-hand gadgets too, such as a heat ray, robot replicas called Lexbots, and a special barrier that temporarily turns anything it touches two-dimensional.
It turns you 2D, huh? That sounds like a weeb's wet dream. How does that work?
It's rather simple, actually. By applying higher dimensional physics to a simple 2D grid, we can replicate and place the form of a three-dimensional object into a lower, flattened form that...
Make it stop! Make it stop! Wow! I knew the old squirrel diet was a good idea. Unlike Lex's 80s tech, he's not all two-dimensional. Sure, he's had his squabbles with Superman, but after Supes died, not when he punched the gray guy when he blew up this punk Denny, he gained a newfound respect for the Man of Steel and took up his mantle. Maybe he isn't the bald psycho everyone thinks he is.
Doubtful. Lex's actions, both good and bad, tend to stem from one thing. He really wants to be Superman himself.
He jelly. It would explain why he made the Everyman Project, an experiment meant to turn normies into superhumans.
Unfortunately, Lex's genes were not compatible. He still went through the procedure, but even after some voluntary organ harvesting, he only had 6 months to live.
Wow, Lex really does want to be Superman, even if it kills him.
But if Lex can't be Superman, he might as well make himself the one person that super citizen has to answer to. Which is why Lex decided to, what else, run for president.
Can you imagine a president who's an evil billionaire and hates aliens? So unrealistic.
Lex was already a nihilist with few real attachments, and became all the worse when he learned he could neither be nor control Superman. Take, for example, the time he made a cure for his sister's terminal illness.
Well, that doesn't seem so bad.
And then reinfected her with that same illness seconds later, just to prove he could.
Jesus Christ! Never mind, he's evil. Why would anyone work for this guy?
Lex's outlook on life actually gained a big following. After traveling millions of years into the future, because comics, Lex saw a world where his goals became reality, where people quit aspiring to the impossible standards of superheroes, instead embracing who they were deep down. selfish and greedy animals.
So he literally inspired a philosophy around being the opposite of Superman.
Apparently. Isn't it ironic, though, that even those who chose to follow Lex's ideals called this philosophy Doom?
Huh. I guess Lutheran was already taken. Anyways, his fanboys from the future might consider it their doom, but to Lex, his ideals are everything. And to his credit, they have seen him through some pretty heavy stuff.
Like outsmarting Brainiac, getting tortured by Joker.
And getting shot out of a helicopter by a gorilla. Don't worry, somehow he got better.
Even completely stripped of everything, standing before an almighty God, Lex Luthor will continue to defend his ideals. This harbinger of doom is truly beyond comprehension. Or so he says.
Who is it, Superman?
Lex Luthor, the greatest criminal mind of our time.
Antimatter guns, bombs that transmute things to chrome, a molecular expander that turns tiny particles into boulders, and time shift bombs that'll send you several seconds into the past.
But his most interesting gadget is the Cosmic Power Siphon. While not particularly fashionable, at least before he implemented it into his suit, the siphon has absorbed and stolen the powers of numerous cosmic entities.
You might be asking, if Doom has all these gadgets, why doesn't he use them more often? Well, in his own words, Doom's reasons are his own. Do not question them.
But Doom is more than just a scientist. He's also a magician. In fact, a contender for Sorcerer Supreme. As such, he can employ all manner of magic spells. Barriers, teleportation, mystical energy blasts, etc.
And if he ever wants to Freaky Friday a foe, he can use a mind swap technique he took from the Ovoids to switch bodies.
Like this.
Oh, how do you walk with these scrawny legs? This one isn't even a gun!
Why are there 6 of you? Am I drunk? Dummy, change us back.
It should come as no surprise that a multi-classing nerd like Doom has taken on some of Marvel's toughest heroes.
He's faster than Reed Richards, who reacted to interstellar beams fired by Galactus, and has even deflected Thor's hammer.
The same hammer that flew Thor across the universe in seconds.
Knowing Marvel's universe has a diameter of at least 1 trillion light years, Mjolnir must have been moving over 2 quintillion times the speed of light.
And that's not even getting into Doom's battles with the Green Universe Clapper, the Hulk.
Or the no-holds-barred punch he took from Sentry with only 7% of his suit's power left.
With so much tech and magic, it's a wonder Doom ever loses.
Well, for all his achievements, Doom does have one insurmountable weakness.
Fire?
Squirrels.
Oh.
I knew it! Nobody's a match for those little bastards but me. But hey, as long as he stays on Bucktooth's good side, he should be alright.
He also has a bad habit of just losing godlike power at the worst of times.
Like when his control over the Power Cosmic was taken by a plot-convenient cosmic energy-stealing super airplane.
Still, Doom persevered and became the God Emperor of everything. Until Mr. Fantastic stole his powers away.
Oh boy, if Doom already hated Reed, what did he think of him after that?
Surprisingly, Doom's time as a god caused an epiphany of sorts. He looked back on his actions, his ego finally shattered, and in his reflection was left with a desire to fix his ways.
So he took up the role of Iron Man of all people, stopped being so world-conquery, and became a good guy.
Just for a little bit, don't worry, he was back to being a maniacal would-be conqueror soon enough.
Comic book status quo.
It seems a literal multiverse-scale intervention couldn't keep Doom from being Doom.
Your plan to destroy them has failed, Master.
Failed. Dr. Doom does not fail.
And there it is, man. So after we're hearing all of that, I'm still rolling with Seymour. I think Dr. Doom will win this one pretty easily. I'm not going to lie to you. Only a 7-minute fight here as we get into it. So it's going to be a pretty quick fight here from some of the recent ones we've seen. Let me know down below who you guys are rocking with after hearing those stats about the two. If you're still rolling with DC, I got to wonder why, though.
Oh, a visitor?
Mr. Luthor, your company has invaluable resources for the people of Latveria. I will be seizing them.
Latveria? What an exquisite place to start a corporatocracy.
We're going to start with some guns, some lasers. I was gonna say, what is that?
A mechanical replica.
It's called a Lex bot, you knuckle-dragging buffoon.
Its design is rather ingenious. Not as ingenious as mine, of course. But enough talk. Let us end these
Hey, was that Dick Riding?
With pleasure.
There you go. There we go. Yeah. Long stick.
What is this confounded contraption?
Two-dimensional morphographic technology. I haven't perfected it, but it's more than enough to exterminate an imbecile like you.
10 to 2 seconds back here. Okay.
Enough to exterminate an imbecile like you.
What? Fool! You fell for my time shift ball! Now, foot dive! Foot dive! Foot dive! Foot dive!
Is it kangaroo bouncing this man like the Pixar eye? I mean, like a pogo stick, no diddy. There we go. There we go.
What a
Break the
farce!
Break it again.
Impossible.
It's okay, break it
That
again.
word has no meaning for someone like me. What about you?
That box. It's marvelous. And wasted on your incompetence.
Doing too much talking. Hit the box. There we go. You steal his power?
What kind of a man are you?
Able to catch that though? Nice. Still got the power. I'm gonna give him the Superman powers that he had for 60 days. For 6 months.
Still hiding behind this hideous mask, Tin Man? Let's show your true face the light of day!
Don't you see it? That mask is my true face.
That's a good, yeah. That was a good time to use it. That got sliced up like Wolverine.
This power, it's like that of the gods. Beneath me.
I told y'all, I can't go wrong with Team Marvel, man. Let me know down below, dubs or L's in the chat, man. If you guys wrote with Lex Luthor, it was in his name and on his building. Y'all should have knew better.
I've heard of handing someone the L, but never pinning him to it.
Having a slight speed advantage and a stronger suit by most measures, Lex was able to hold his own with Doom for a time.
And sure, Lex could counter some of Doom's arsenal, but he couldn't defend against being transmuted to chrome, being blasted with antimatter, or getting his nerves scrambled from the inside.
What's more, Lex's mind has been swapped before, once with Superman, funnily enough.
Meaning if things got desperate, there was nothing to stop Doom from pulling a Captain Ginyu on Lex and swapping their minds.
Lex's mother box was certainly a powerful device, but he never quite mastered all of its potential. Not to mention, Doom's ace in the hole, the cosmic power siphon, has drained and stolen similar energy sources time and time again.
Galactus, Silver Surfer, and even the friggin' Beyonder. Yeah, I know this mulleted doofus doesn't look like much, but he apparently has millions of times the power of the entire Marvel multiverse. And the siphon took all of it. There's no way the Mother Box could stand up to a device like that.
Thus, it was only a question of if Doom could bide his time before turning the tables on Lex.
And given all the beatdowns he's survived from Marvel heavy hitters like Hulk and Sentry, I'd say Doom had that time.
Lex's tech was an impressive challenge that had the stats to contend with Doom, but against Doom's bewildering gadgets, magical trickery, and power-stealing siphon, the advantage was in the Doctor's court.
The King of Latveria claimed his victory. Hopefully Lex isn't a sore Luthor.
The winner is Dr. Doom.
I mean, come on. There's no other ways to just argue that. I feel like I think that one was pretty, like I said, pretty cut and dry. That Doctor Doom was better. I think they did say Luthor was faster, but I could have sworn the stats would have said otherwise. But way too many different arsenals. And when you just factor in the fact that he literally could have just swapped minds with dude and did whatever he needed to and then swap back. I mean, it's just like Genjutsu in a fight, you know. If you don't look in their eyes, well, you didn't even have to look in his eyes. You just literally switch consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it felt pretty easy that was going to be the outcome and that was the way it was going to go down. Now, I didn't see the extra slicing afterwards or need to do any of that, but you gotta always go overkill with the death battles, man. So let me know down below if you guys get that one right or wrong, who you guys would rock with, Dr. Doom or Lex Luthor, and are you guys excited for that Dr. Doom Marvel movie, a return? I'm not sure. What was the name of it again? It's supposed to be, I forgot already, but you know, Doomsday, is that what it is? Avengers Doomsday, is that supposed to be the name of it? I can't wait to see it when it comes out and see how it ties together, see how he is as a villain, and see how he's gonna be defeated. So that's what I'm excited to see. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it too down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Boy, Sean, this Black Okage, Black Avatar, King Leo. Catch you guys in that next video, man. I'm out for the day. Peace.